Hooray! It's another episode of Pocket Box Productions.
Hi everybody, it's Will with Pocket Box Productions. It's December 18th, 2022, and I'm back for my second video. Let's get right into it.
What is it going to take to be successful? What kind of mindset would someone need to get through all the challenges in life to become successful? You need to be ready to overcome anything. You need to be ready to go to war, to fight for your success. When you aim for success and you start making that journey and you take that second step, it's like the ultimate litmus test. It will show you the people around you that are either for you or against you, and it will surprise you. Who turns into an Agent Smith and starts coming after you? Like, who becomes an agent of the Matrix to try and suppress you and keep you from being the person that you really are? We have to keep going and accept that people are who they are. You can't change them. Accept it and move on. If people are going to be a blockage in your life, then just accept that. Remove them from your life and find more people. Look for people that are willing to help you. Yeah, just don't be stupid. If somebody's not going to help you and they keep shitting on you, just stop talking to them. Stop offering them your time and energy. Do you ever ask yourself, who are you? And you ever think about it? It's really an interesting question being an individual. Like, and I have my own social security number, I've got my own name, but we know that to exist as a human, you're not an individual. We're a collection of cells. The cells live and die within us. We're not individuals. We're a multicellular organism, but beyond that, we're multi-species. Um, you and I, we can't exist as individuals. We are a collection of multiple species of organisms that are working together in order to give you the opportunity to have consciousness at this level. Um, an example of this that you probably all know about is the mitochondria, which is the powerhouse of the cell. It's a notorious thing from science class. You all didn't pay attention to the fact that the mitochondria doesn't have human DNA. We are a host to the mitochondria. Um, the only way you can pass on mitochondria to your children is if you're a woman, because we're host. The man can't transfer his mitochondria to the fetus inside the mother. The only way it gets passed on is through the mother. Um, the interesting thing about that is the mitochondria are responsible for giving us energy. Like the life is movement, essentially. And when you break it down on a cellular level or on a macro level, the things that are alive move. And the only thing that gives us the capacity to move is a foreign entity that dwells within us. It's our relationship with the mitochondria that enables us to bind um, diphosphates and monophosphates and create like a storage of energy, like a spring that pops open, I suppose. Uh, I'm not a molecular scientist. And it's not only the mitochondria, but we couldn't exist without the probiotic bacteria in our stomach, which also isn't human DNA. So, to what extent do these organisms have a consciousness? To what extent do they affect us? Um, to what extent does it impact your life to have a relationship with these multiple species of organisms? Like, what do they want? What's good for them and what's bad for them? And how does it affect you? How can you do that? Well, you got to be responsible. You're responsible even within your own body for taking care of multiple species of organisms. You've got to cultivate this relationship within yourself. It's a really interesting concept, but we're not individuals. I mean, we are, but we're not. It's contradictory. It's a very interesting perspective. It might give you a little bit more responsibility for yourself because it's not just you in there. Uh, I really like how um, The Wonderful World of Larry Carson puts it in The Legend of Sasquatch Mountain. There's a scene where it says, "All living things are placed in your hands." And then it says, "When the world is counting on you, you can change the things you love." It's really beautiful. I recommend you look it up, The Legend of Sasquatch Mountain. Um, you can hypnotize yourself with it. Self-hypnosis, wonderful thing. Wonderful thing. Just decide what direction you want to go in and try and figure out how to, put yourself in a trance to go that direction. It's an interesting concept, but a lot of super successful people have engaged in self-hypnosis, including Andrew Tate and Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson's teacher, Cus D'Amato, would engage in hypnosis to make him believe that he was indestructible, and it had obvious results. Unfortunately, the relationships we have within ourselves are not always symbiotic. They can be parasitic. And in fact, millions of Americans are infected with parasites physically. And I imagine on the astral plane, energetically. Energetic parasites are a real thing. They have an effect. And, there's consequences. So if you were infected by a parasitic organism, how would that affect your thought process? How would that affect your motivation? How would that affect your consciousness? Parasites can manipulate animals and organisms to do what they want for their own purposes. They can completely rewire the brains of animals to do things they would never do in order to benefit themselves. So, an awareness of this idea and a desire to manage the ecosystem within your body needs to be on your radar. At least I would want you to consider it. All right, so what we're looking at here is two really interesting products. I found this on Facebook. A Facebook ad brought this to me. Ion Gut Health. It's a gut strengthening, brain boosting, toxin and allergen protection, microbiome and immune support. This magic shit can maintain your gut biome. It creates a beneficial environment. Use this product to help yourself maintain a healthy ecosystem within yourself. Now this is like $80-$90 on here. So I was looking at it. It says aqueous humic substances. So I just Googled aqueous humic substances and I started doing a shop search, and I found this company, Fulvic and Humic Materials, and you get a gallon of it and it's like $60. You got to consider, here's how you look at supplements. You got to forget the front, look right here at the supplement facts. So it says, focus. It says the serving size is 30 milliliters, and then, you get 65 milligrams of humic and 250 milligrams of fulvic. Now, the serving size for this is 5 milliliters, so it's way more concentrated, and you get more. So this is still, I still think this is a good product, but I really like this one too because it's a little cheaper. And what I did is I'm drinking this, but you can spray it on your skin, and your skin actually has probiotics on it. And I can tell you, man, I feel like I improved my IQ by 5 points by just spraying this stuff on my skin. I don't know what it was, but it just made me feel so much better. I really recommend getting one of these products and trying them. All right, here's my update on things that I've actually done, making moves happening. I got to send Elon Musk a message. I'm talking to him about his $10,000 home, and I suggest that he incorporates Earthship technology, and then I link it to a GoFundMe page trying to fund this technology. We could make an Earthship without garbage, without tires and bottles and cans. We can just use all construction materials. So I suggest replacing the tires with a inflatable cement dome or cement impregnated fabric that's created into a dome, and then you put the greenhouse in front of that. And then you could still use the Earthship the passive heating and cooling technology, and the recycling of gray water and processing of black water on site. Really great stuff there. Then I sent Andrew Tate another message, offering him a secret business idea. And of course, he hasn't responded to me. I didn't expect he was going to respond to me, but I imagine that if he was going to respond to me, he would have told me, "That sounds great. Do it. Like start now. Find a way to get it going. Make it happen." So what I did was I wrote up a business plan. I drew it all out. I still have some secrets. I won't be able to implement the matrix shattering, company destroying aspects of it. But what I can do is I went to SCORE and I signed up to get a free mentor for marketing and affiliate marketing. That's how I'm going to start. I believe that's going to be a good way for me to make money. And then here's my Etsy shop update. My uncle sent me this graphic for a t-shirt idea that he had after I told him about how easy it was to do drop shipping on Etsy with print to order. So I took the file and I brought it over here to Adobe, express.adobe.com, tools, remove background. I slapped that in there, cut out the background, put the text in there, and now we're selling it on here for him. It took 2 minutes, no problem. I am getting some traffic to my Etsy page here. You see December 17th, I got 15 visits. Unfortunately, the 34 visitors decided not to buy any of my products, which, isn't surprising considering they're, a little overpriced, but there's a possibility. And I just got to keep moving forward. And the more I post every day, the more Etsy's going to promote it. And it's just, I'm not going to get discouraged. I want to see this number go up. And, there's nothing to it but to do it. And then I was following the instructions on Spirulina Society, and they suggested I go to Algae Research and Supply, and I picked up, some of this powder and some of this juice to make 5 gallons of the liquid fertilizer for the algae. And I got this setup here with an air hose and just a piece of a paper towel with a rubber band around it to let air in there. Nothing too fancy. Let's show you it works. I got my air pump. I got this air pump when I was doing compost tea for a cherry tree that I bought like 2 years ago, and then I had a timer with it, but the timer just died. It was unfortunate. But there it is. It's got oxygen going in there, little micro bubbles for increasing the oxygen supply in there, and then the sunlight comes in here, it lights up beautiful color green. I'm so excited. I can't wait to update you on what it tastes like and how it makes me feel. I've been so excited to make this number 2 video. I've been constantly checking my phone to see what day it is. I can't believe it's only been 24 hours. It feels like 3 days. I've been, so much has happened. I've got so many ideas are coming in my head. Like the whole world has changed. I feel like I've been activated and turned on. And, there's no chance to give up. You can't give up. You can't stop. You can't give yourself the chance to stop. Thank you so much for clicking on my video. If you could like and subscribe and comment below, it would mean everything to me. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and God bless. See you tomorrow.